Bullying, a Moniz production. Rated PG. Child supervision is recommended. Bullying, something that is common knowledge to us all, that can happen anywhere, anytime, to anyone. But before we get into what bullying is as a whole, let's take a test in sorts. I'm going to show you two people and I want you to pick which one you think is the bully out of the two. Okay, so first, is it a really unrealistically cute child, or is it a Tita with what seems to be an attitude problem? Pick one. Okay, now with your choice, let's see which one it is. Take a look at this clip.
Ah, make me a sandwich. Oh my God.
And it looks like the bully is the little kid. Now, who really saw that coming? For those of you who did choose the little boy, you probably did it because, well, you probably assumed there was a twist coming. I mean, it's kind of too good to be true. You got the little boy and the mean, probably older sister. But if you look at it, we all made a judgment. Opinions in itself are judgments. A lot of people go ahead and assume that the bully is usually the older or the bigger person, when it's not really the case. So as you saw before, the little boy being sweet and the older girl being mean is in reality really this. An incredibly cute yet incredibly sneaky little boy who wants to cause trouble, and an older girl who happens to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Now this goes to show that anyone can be a bully, regardless of their shape, their size, or how they look. Which means that the cutest looking boy can be, in actuality, a very, very mean kid. Because regardless of society's stigma on bullies, they don't actually come out from behind a door, ready to attack. Now, to help us understand this better, let's go back to the yellow couch. For this, we'll be using a sweet-looking girl and a nice, but perhaps weird guy. Back to the yellow couch, and...
Loser.
What you just saw was verbal abuse. Verbal abuse or verbal bullying is when somebody uses words to hurt your feelings. What we saw before that with the little kid and the older girl was physical abuse, when he physically harmed her. There are many different types of abuse and therefore many types of bullying. For this exercise, we're going to go ahead and use somebody who, well, is interchangeable with any bully you might encounter in everyday life. Since this guy's too angry, and now he's a little bit too happy, let's give him a phone to make him a lot more impassive. Ah, there we go. Nothing better than the impassive and uncaring look of a teenager on his cell phone. Okay, so let's begin. Check this clip out. Random guy watching TV. Mr. Bully Man Teenager Dude comes out. Ah, the classic loser symbol. Okay, so that right there, if you didn't know, was psychological bullying. Psychological abuse or psychological bullying is when a person goes ahead and psychologically torments you. As you can see, he did not physically harm the kid, nor did he go ahead and verbally say anything mean to the kid. The next form is, well, if you take a look at Mr. Impassive still texting even though he's on the keyboard teenager, he's, well, doing something online. And here we follow his online words to this poor little boy who's reading it right now. He's reading and then, oh no, he's crying and he's heartbroken. This is called cyberbullying. This is when the bullying happens over cyberspace instead of in the real world. But still, it's still real and still hurtful. What I hope you can gather more than anything else is that bullying can happen anywhere at all. It could happen maybe if you're just standing up and it randomly just kind of happens, even though you didn't expect it. Or maybe you're, I don't know, looking at some koi pond and bam, it just shows up. Or maybe you're working on a project, grab paper from the printer and then boom, it just showed up again. Or maybe you're getting shoes when you're leaving the tech center and bam, all of a sudden it shows up. Or maybe even you're, I don't know, walking up the stairs and it just kind of happens. Or even worse, maybe you're getting a drink of water and bam, the person in line has an attitude. Or if you're weird, maybe you're creeping on some people and bam, it just happens while you're going ahead and creeping. The bottom line is that you're never really safe. It can always happen to anyone, anywhere, at any time. But the best thing to keep in mind when you go about your day-to-day routine is don't judge. Just because someone looks mean, just because they're bigger or older, doesn't mean that they're going to be mean or that they are a bully. A lot of times it's maybe even nice or cute or innocent looking people that are truly the bully. The best thing though is that if you do get bullied, make sure you stay cool, calm, and collected and understand that you don't deserve the treatment. The best thing to do is to go to a trusted adult or a trusted friend and try to tell them your feelings and what transpired. But most of all, remember, don't go back and try to bully them. Don't try to get revenge. Because the bottom line is, hurt people, and that's never okay.